Hi, it's me Carllie and welcome you to my channel, where we are exploring different ways of developing a good, healthy routine. This time I was inspired by your feedback about my last video, so I decided to answer some of your questions. So in this video I will explain why we want to pee just immediately after entering the cold water, why some of you may experience the tinnitus after the Wim Hof breathing, or if it is safe to take the cold shower during the illness, and some other intriguing questions. Let's get down to this one. Starting from the cold showers during the illness. As far as the cold showers may boost your immunity system, they can also harm you during your illness. And it all depends on your body temperature. Then, if you suffer from the fever, cold showers are not recommended. And let's check why. What is the fever? It is an increased body temperature caused by inflammation. In our brain we have this special thermostat, which sets the higher temperature in response to the inflammation. And then it sends the signal to the liver, to the heart, to the skeletal muscles to start producing the heat. It works as a natural security system against the bacteria, viruses and other stuff. Then why we can't lower the body temperature using cold showers? Why we have the fever? Because we close this heat inside our body. By closing the only way to reduce this temperature. We simply contract the skin vessels. In order to lower the body temperature during the fever, we need to get rid of the bacteria, viruses and other stuff, or influence the thermostat by ibuprofenum or paracetamol. So, generally the drugs. Totally different thing is when we want to lower the body temperature when we are overheated by the sun or after the training. Then the heat production is not stimulated by this thermostat and we can safely cool down under the cold shower. Second question. What is better? Cold shower or the ice bath? The answer depends on what you are aiming at. I couldn't have found any scientific comparison. The papers only focus on ice bath or cold showers separately. But the one thing that drew my attention to, it makes no difference if the cold shower lasts for 30 seconds, 60 seconds or 90 seconds. Or if you take the hot shower before that. The outcome is still the same. It lowers the intensity of the illness symptoms. And in this paper, the water temperature was about 10 or 12. Then we can assume that even the short cold showers may boost our immune system. Then I suppose that ice bath may have a much bigger effect on our organism. I think that even bigger than the immunomodulation. But if you just want to better your immune system, just even a little bit, take the cold showers. Even after the hot shower, even if it lasts for 30 seconds. Because one cold shower a day keeps the doctor away. Third question. Tinnitus. Where it comes from? Many of you complain about the tinnitus after the Wim Hof breathing, especially after the inhale phase. For some of you, this tinnitus disappears after few seconds, few minutes after. Some of you hear it for a longer time, while some people like myself doesn't experience it at all. Then why it is like this? There are many mechanisms of the tinnitus and yet not all of them are fully understood. For example, the stress, the anxiety, even the trigger points. Here I will only explain the mechanism relating to the hypoxia or hypoxia. So, where to begin? Behind our tympanic membrane there is this little and very fragile structure, the inner ear. The internal ear has these two main parts. Vestibular system, which is responsible for the balance, and cochlea, where the hearing takes place. Getting deeper, we come across organ of Corti, in which we finally find the outer hair cells, which are the hearing sensory receptors. And they do have really cool hair. All those outer hair cells are attached to the basilar membrane, which interacts with this special fluid, the endolymph. And now I found this science paper, which describes the experiment held on these little mammals, and it explains what happened to the cool hair of our outer hair cells during the hypoxia. So when the saturation drops, this cool hair loses its balance toward the one direction, which results in DPOAE decrease. DPOAE describes the good hearing capability of our outer hair cells. When it drops, the hearing may be impaired and the tinnitus may start. So what happened next? We reintroduce the oxygen, the saturation gets higher, and so is the DPOAE, but at some point the DPOAE drops again, and only after a while increase again to the pre-hypoxic level. The speculated mechanism behind this is the high drops of the endolymph, which causes the movement of the basal membrane and our outer hair cells, and their cool hair. So our cool hair gets back to the normal point and bounce to the other direction and then fastly come back to the natural place. This mechanism was not observed during the saturation above the 75% because of the safety regulation in our inner ear. This explains why tinnitus is not heard by everyone, and also explains why others hear it. Some of us may have the different autoregulation, which triggers at different time. This tinnitus should be also intermittent, because the DPOAE recovers after all, but maybe adding some precondition for the tinnitus and too forceful Wim Hof breathing, it can start a long-lasting tinnitus, or end the long-lasting tinnitus, as some of you experienced. All in all, we can't force anything on ourselves. We should treat our body gently and with care. Next question. Why want to pee-pee just immediately after entering the ice bath? Well, the peripheral blood flow in the skin and our extremities is lowered because of the cold. So more blood flows through our central organs like kidneys, which increase the diuresis, so the pee-pee need. Also, while more blood flows through our heart, the atria enlarge, baroreceptors activate, and the signal is sent to the kidneys to increase the diuresis. It happens due to the antidiuretic hormone suppression. And mostly that's it. Everyone experienced this. Me too. Our fifth question. Cold bath and eating. Some of you feels different after entering the cold bath after eating. Like you have less energy to endure the cold. This situation is also connected to the blood flow. From scratch, when we eat, our parasympathetic nervous system activates and moves all the blood flow into our guts. It helps digesting the food. This parasympathetic nervous system gets us to cool down and, chill and relax. The totally opposite effect is when we enter the cold bath. The sympathetic nervous system activates and we are ready to fight the cold. As I mentioned, the blood flow is moved to the central organs like kidneys, brain, heart and lungs. There is no time for digestion. So, if we add the full belly and ice bath together, our nervous system is confused. It doesn't know if it should digest or fight the cold. At some point it will choose to fight the cold and leave the digestion for later, but it wouldn't be as effective as without the full belly. At the end, the interrupted digestion can cause the indigestion and the belly bloats. And last but not least, why can't I breathe deeply? Considering that many of us spend the most of our lives slouched, our chest is closed. In order to open it, we need to stretch our all chest muscles. At first, I thought to add some of the exercises in this video, but on the second thought, it will be better and more clear if I create the separate video about the chest opening. So wait for it. I covered these few questions and it took so much time. And still I have so many to answer. But I think it will be a good idea to come back to this Wim Hof method topic next winter. And right now go on with my other challenges and research. Want to know which? Check my Instagram, which is totally more up to date. Also, if you want to get to know more clips, subscribe and give me a thumbs up if you like this video or if you find it very helpful. You can leave more questions in the comments so I can answer them in my next video about the Wim Hof method. Big thank you for watching and see you soon. Bye bye. Okay, and now the thunderstorm. Oh, have you heard the thunder? Because I did.